Here is my audience. It's baby. Perfect. Hi everyone, my name is Katie Dowling, and today I'll be sharing with you my inspirational speech on why you should create more acts of kindness. So first, I want to share with you a personal story of something that happened in my community last year. This past year, not last year. So on September 23rd of 2016, Burlington, Washington, the Cascade Mall had a shooting where 5 people died. During this shooting, I was at my job at Farmstrong collecting my check, and I was first notified through social media on Facebook. Everyone was posting about it, and we couldn't believe how this was happening in our town. I initially called my mom, my dad, to make sure that they were okay, and I also checked up on my friends who I knew were working at the mall that night. So after making sure everyone was okay, even though I did not hear back from a couple of my friends who later to find out we're okay, I decided to head home, and on the route to my house, I have to pass by the mall, and this is the scene that I saw. I could not believe how such a tragedy, how such a sad event could happen in my town, where nothing really happens, and how this mall, usually 40 people go to this mall day, and how it could happen in my mall, the town, the mall that I grew up with, the mall where I got my high school back to school clothes, where I had my first date, saw my first movie. It was my mall, and that's what blew me away. And so after this happened, my community was broken. My community was so saddened. We didn't know what to do to further move past this. And that's when, after the shooter was found and the workers went back to the mall, something amazing happened. A memorial was created right in front of the mall's sign, and words of encouragement for the workers, the sign Skagit Strong, as well as prayers for the victims and their families and our community were put all along the sign of this mall. And it was so amazing because it created more acts of kindness after this, just this one monument. People started putting signs all over the businesses saying thank you for coming back to work, thank you for being a part of our community, we value you. Businesses started donating meals for the first responders, the police officers, the firefighters, and it was so amazing. We eventually had a candlelight service in front of the mall in the parking lot, and it was so amazing to see how our community can get back together after such a tragedy. Now more than ever, after this election, whether you are happy with this results or not, it's very important that as a nation we stay united and promote kindness towards one another. And the way that we can do that is through acts of kindness. And just like Ellen DeGeneres says at the end of every one of her shows, please be kind to one another. I'm going to take you back a year when I was taking Heather Davidson's Advocacy Through the Media course, where we were assigned to have a blog, and in this blog we needed to advocate for something that we feel truly passionate about. So I choose acts of kindness because it's my favorite cause, because I feel like everyone can do it. And so the first assignment was to create a visual aid for your blog, and so I chose to demonstrate how little it costs you to go through an act of kindness, whether it's free, like opening the door for a stranger, $1, putting quarters in one of Bellingham's many parking meters, or even less than $5 by creating kits for homeless people that need them. An act of kindness, whether it's random or not, is relatively costless. It doesn't take that much time, and the rewards outweigh the cost. So the following week I decided to try out some of these acts of kindness, and for one day each week I decided to start with that creating a kit for homeless people, and it only costed me $4.20, and I decided to make 3 of them, so all in all around $12 of just bare essentials that someone might need if they're homeless. And I decided to go out that day and find people that needed them. And the results speak for themselves. It was so rewarding to see people so happy for receiving something that did not take a lot of time out of my day and costed not a lot of money. Next, I decided to go back to Western's campus and create notes of encouragement to put along the library and other spots around campus. For just $3.75, I made 5 of these notes and put them in places like the library printing center. So many of the reactions were just simple, and they had smiles and laughter, and it was wonderful, but one reaction stood out the most, and that was when and I was able to capture it actually through this picture, was when the lady in the black coat found one of these notes on her computer. She looked across to the other computer in front of her, saw this lady in the white coat, and noticed that she was sad. She walked over to her, handed her this note, and told her to have a good day. The lady in the white coat then started tearing up and smiling and saying, "I really needed this. Thank you." Not only to just first create the initial act of kindness, but to see it play out and see another person spreading the kindness. That was the most rewarding feeling, and it just shows how impactful random acts of kindness are. So I encourage you to incorporate them in your everyday life. Next, I want to share a tidbit from Zahara Malani's 2015 article. Psychologist Dr. Fieldman talks about the science behind random acts of kindness, where Dr. Fieldman discusses how that many of the health benefits random acts of kindness gives to the individual that are promoting them, and how acts of altruism, where you're providing a service or an act to another person, may come at a cost to you, but those costs are way outweighed by the benefits. So this upcoming holiday season, I really suggest for you to all at least open the door for someone. Maybe tell someone they look good today. Try to impact their community and see from my examples that I provided how you can create a cycle of acts of kindness today. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your finals.